I spent 2000 euros trying to buy a €1 house in Sicily. I didn't buy a house, I didn't get a deal, and I came home with nothing. That means before I even bought a single wall, my €1 house already cost me 2000 euros. Today, I'm showing you what really happens when you try to buy these cheap homes. I will tell you about my rental car nightmare, driving through the streets made for donkeys, broken websites, hidden local expert fees, and the action that drives the price up to 20,000 euros. If you think buying a €1 house is easy, watch this video before you spend your money. My first big mistake happened at airport rental desk. I booked a small Fiat Panda with manual gearbox. Small cars are cheap and they fit on narrow Italian roads. But when I arrived to the office, the worker told me that there were no small cars left. They offered me two choices: a big expensive SUV or a large white Ford delivery van. I picked the white van. Why? Because rental car insurance in Italy has a lot of fine print traps, and I don't want to pay thousands of euros if I scratched a brand new SUV. But I made a huge mistake: never rent a large car in Sicily. When I drove to Mussomeli to see €1 homes, the streets in Old Town were extremely narrow. These roads were built hundreds of years ago for donkeys, but not for modern vans. The van was too big to turn at the corners. I got stuck between stone walls and I had to circle around 3 times just to escape. In the end, I had to park outside of historic district and walk everywhere on foot. Before my trip, I saved the exact addresses of €1 house available in the internet, so I would not waste my time there. I put the first address into Google Maps and walked up the steep hills of the city. When I came to the location, house in front of me was not the house on the list. Satellite navigation apps do not work well in old stone towns because thick walls block the signal of the GPS. I had to walk up and down the narrow streets of the town trying to find the house from the list. When you finally find the house, you hit the next big problem. The listings are completely out of date. Most websites link you to official town council pages where you have to open confusing PDF files, and very often the list is not updated for years. Mussomeli had a dedicated website for their homes, but when I arrived in town, the website stopped working completely. I was standing in the center of the town with no information at all. To solve this problem, people tell you to hire a local inspector, called Geometra. But hiring a Geometra just to walk through the ruined house, check the legal paperwork and write a basic report will easily cost you 500 to 1000 euro per property before you even make an offer. If you check 3 houses, your travel budget doubles before you even buy a brick. Some towns do not even let you pick a house right away. They ask to write a full paper proposal explaining your renovation budget, your plans and timeline of the renovation. Local expats who already live there usually win because they know the process and the people. And if a house is actually good, the town sells it at auction. I know cases when €1 house was sold for 23,000 euros because too many people bid against each other. What about the houses that stay at €1 price? I visited them and now I understand why nobody wants them. One house was just 46 square meters, spread across 2 levels. This is 23 square meters per floor. To make it livable, you need to install a proper staircase, a bathroom and a small kitchen. A modern staircase alone takes up almost 4 or 5 square meters per floor. Add a bathroom and you lose around 30% of your living space. You end up spending 50,000 euros to renovate a house that feels like a tiny hotel room with no storage. The second house was even worse, literally a dark cave with water leaking down the stone walls. They have been on the municipal list for years, and hundreds of buyers walked away from them. When you add up to 2,000 euros for travel, 1,000 euros for Geometra report, municipal deposit, notary fees, and the auction price spikes, so the €1 house stops being cheap. It's not a quick shortcut, it's expensive full-time bureaucratic battle. But what if you took the exact same budget and look at a 15,000 house on the open market? No town council applications, no deposit, normal dimensions, and you get the key immediately. In my previous episode, I showed you the real open market houses I found in Sicily that actually are worth your money. Subscribe so you don't miss my house hunting, and I'll see you in the next video.